Greetings and salutations. Welcome to Knife Chats with Tobias. Well, you may have already seen this knife before if you saw my video on my Smoky Mountain knife haul. This is one of the two toothpicks that I picked up when I was down at Smoky Mountain Knife Works. And this one I really do like quite a bit. This is the pocket worn, and it is the pocket worn Gray Bone Crandall Jig medium Texas toothpick. Has a born date of February 2nd, 2024. And as you can see, it is made by W.R. Case & Son. And as you see on the back here, made in the U.S. with domestic and imported materials. Don't know what the domestic parts are, don't know what the imported parts are. I'm assuming the bone might be the imported part, but I don't know for certain. Could be other things, could be the brass pins. What I can tell you is this is just a gorgeous knife. Now, I had been thinking about picking up the Gray Bone Crandall Jig for the longest time. I think they actually came out in 2023, and then they kind of fell into 2024 or the first half of 2024. So it's a relatively new one that came out. I was just curious about the Gray Bone. I wanted to see what it looked like. I saw photos of it online and it was really intriguing, but for some reason, I've heard that Gray Bone is one of those colors that can be very tricky when it comes to dyeing bones. So I did not want to buy it online unless I absolutely had to. And so I went it was one of those knives that was on my wish list for my visit to Smoky Mountain Knife Works. I was hoping they'd have it in stock. They did have it in stock, and I was able to actually grab it there. And obviously, because I was able to grab it there, I was also able to grab it, take my choice of the 4 that were in stock there. So there were actually 4 in stock. And basically, when I was looking for them, what I did was I just did this. I was looking at the bone to see if the bone was evenly matched or matched to a way that I wanted it to look. And they were all quite evenly matched. This was the one that I just liked the most. I was really looking at it with the bone. And the bone, well, all of them were gorgeous, but this one to me was the most gorgeous. And after I chose the bone, I looked at the blade and it was like, yeah, that's good enough. There might have been another one that was more centered than this blade. There might have been one that was less centered than this blade. That wasn't what I was looking for. I was looking for the bone. I know other people, the first thing they would have done is they would have taken the knife and they would have looked and gone, how centered is the blade? You know, that's their first priority on a case knife. They want to see how centered the blade is, and then the next thing they're going to do is they're going to open it up and they're going to see, is there any blade wobble? Well, there is absolutely no blade wobble in this. And one of the other things that I hear complain about with the Case toothpicks is that the blade is twisted. I've never run into a twisted blade on a Case toothpick, but I can tell you the feel of this one is it is not twisted at all either. And as you can see from the blade centering, is it perfect? No, it definitely favors the show side a little bit, not dramatically. There is absolutely no blade rub going on, and that's all that matters to me. If I would have seen blade rub, I would have mentioned it here also. But of the 4 knives that I looked at, I got to tell you the truth, the only one I really checked the centering on was the one that had the bone that I really liked. So I don't know what the blade centering was like on the other ones, but this one to me had the bone that I liked the most. I wouldn't say it's the best matched, but I just like the kind of like the Appaloosa effect, the way some of it is. Some of them were more solid. They had a better taking of the gray. You know, it was a much darker gray and more solid, like one shade. But this one, I just like the kind of the Appaloosa effect going on with it. So I like this gray the best, and that's really what my draw to this knife was how the gray looked on the knife, and I was really impressed with it. You can see there it is a 6 dot. We can tell that also from the box here because February 2nd, 2024. Now this could have actually been a 7 dot and still had come out in 2024, because that is something that I have also been noticing with a lot of the Case knives. The number of dots on the blade don't necessarily match the actual born year, and that's because they're using existing stock of blades. But looks like, at least on this one, the blade stock has caught up with the year of production, at least in this one. And we see there the pattern number and everything else, 610094. And notice something else there, carbon steel. So this is a carbon steel blade. So I believe that is the 1095 carbon steel that Case is using in their knives now. So that is also something that a lot of people are going to like in the Gray Bone Crandall Jig series, the fact that they're using carbon steel in the blades. Now, obviously, I know everyone out there is not interested in the medium toothpick, but if you're looking for a pretty gorgeous looking knife, at least in my opinion, and you kind of dig that gray, and you're looking for something in carbon steel, this might be the series that you're looking for. Now, there's about 6 or 7 knives in this series, and the series has been around since about 2022, I think. And one of the more popular ones that you're going to find in it is the Sodbuster Jr., and there's also the Swell Center Jack that's in this series. But one thing I got to warn you about, though, is take a very close look at the shield on this one. You see that it is the Case oval shield, and it's just a nickel silver shield, because there's also another newer Case Gray Bone series out there, and it has the red oval shield. And the one with the red oval shield has stainless steel blades. It has the True Sharp stainless steel blades. If you're looking for the ones in the carbon steel, look for this nickel silver oval shield. And like I said, there's about 6 or 7 knives in the series. There's the Trapper, the Mini Trapper, obviously the medium toothpick, and then I think a Sodbuster Jr., the Swell Center Jack, and then a Stockman in this. There might be something else, but those are the ones that I'm aware of. So if you're looking for this and you're interested in pocket worn gray bone with carbon steel blades, to me this is a pretty cool series. I really like it, and I'm happy to have this added to my toothpick collection from Case. Stick around for some pictures. let me take just a second to thank you once again for dropping by and spending a few minutes here at Knife Chats with Tobias. I really do appreciate it, and I do appreciate any comments that you leave. So please remember to give me that thumbs up, and also don't forget to subscribe and ring that notification bell so you'll know when the next episode is up and running. Thanks again for dropping by. Really do appreciate you.